These are legit cookies. They taste good, they bake up just like a cookie, and we only use 3 ingredients. Sometimes you don't have to buy up a bunch of extra ingredients just to make a keto recipe, but with this keto cookie recipe, you don't have to, and I guarantee you actually have these ingredients in your pantry or your fridge. I'll also show you how to make a chocolate version too. So let's get to baking with just 3 ingredients. To start, add 3/4 of a cup of softened butter to a large bowl. Our second ingredient is going to be a 1/2 cup of sweetener. And I'm using brown swerve because it adds a hint of caramel flavor to these cookies, but you can use any sort of sugar-free sweetener as long as it measures cup for cup with sugar. Even white granulated sweetener will work. Cream this together until it's fluffy. And it's actually better to use salted butter in this recipe because this is only a 3-ingredient recipe, so you wouldn't have to add salt later on. But if you do only have unsalted butter, you could use that, just throw in a pinch of salt at the end. And now for our final ingredient. Can you guess what it is? 2 1/4 cups of almond flour. And these are almond flour based cookies, so don't ask me about another keto flour substitute because we're using almond flour today. But for those of you who can't tolerate almond flour or just don't want to use it, I will have some suggestions down below in the description box of conversions that maybe you'd want to try. Once combined, scoop out some cookie dough and place it on a parchment lined baking tray, and then flatten each cookie with the back of a spatula or the palm of your hand. And you can also sprinkle on some sugar-free sprinkles like I'm doing here. It does add a 4th ingredient, but worth it. And it makes them look pretty. Now to get maximum flavor from these and to keep them from spreading, you want to refrigerate the dough for 10 minutes before baking. And we'll bake these at 350 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes or until the edges start to turn golden brown. And when you remove them from the oven, they're gonna be super soft, so do not attempt to pick them up yet. Let them cool on the baking tray for 3 to 5 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack with a spatula. And then let them cool completely and you'll be able to pick them up with your hands. For the chocolate version, it's the same process and we're gonna use the same 3 ingredients, creaming together the butter and the sugar-free sweetener. But we're only gonna add 2 cups of almond flour here because we have to add a 4th ingredient. To get that chocolate flavor, you have 2 options. You can use a 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, or what I like to do is add in 2 scoops of Cacao Bliss by Earth Echo, who I partnered with for this video. Cacao Bliss is not just your average raw cacao powder blend. It's actually sweetened with monk fruit, so you wouldn't have to add too much additional sweetener if you didn't want to. Plus it has superfoods in it like cinnamon, turmeric, Himalayan salt, and a bunch of other ones that not only give you nutritional benefits, but they're gonna add some extra flavor to our cookies without having to add a bunch of different ingredients. So you're getting flavor enhancements from the cinnamon, the turmeric, and the Himalayan salt, but you're also getting nutritional benefits like decreased inflammation and blood sugar regulation from those items as well. If you wanna try Cacao Bliss, go to earthechofoods.com/KetoFocus and use my code KetoFocus and you'll get 15% off of your order. After you refrigerate these for 10 minutes, we're gonna bake them in that 350-degree oven for 6 to 8 minutes. This makes a really good option if you're just wanting a simple keto cookie recipe without having to add a bunch of extra ingredients. But if you do want to go that extra mile and make the ultimate keto chocolate chip cookie that has so many 5-star reviews that I've lost track, just click right here to see how to do it.